Well, this is obviously a comedy show, but I don't want to be disrespectful to you at all. I want to definitely get your story out there. So tell us a little bit about what happened at 14. And I've heard your story a bunch, but for the people that haven't, I mean, you went to a doctor, and I believe the doctor basically told your parents, if you don't do this, you were going to kill yourself. Wasn't that one of the main motivations in getting getting the mastectomy at 14? Excuse me, 15?
Oh yeah, they totally homed in on that when they were talking to my parents about my desire to become a boy. I wasn't suicidal at the time, actually. I wasn't suicidal until I was on the treatments that they put me on, which they put me on puberty blockers and testosterone when I was barely 13 years old. I was about halfway through my 8th grade year when they started this. And I was 15 when they cleared me to go under the knife and get a double mastectomy. That's when it was a summer after my sophomore year of high school, and they decided to remove my breast surgically.
And yet, if you would have asked your parents for a tattoo of Leonard Skinner or a Taylor Swift tattoo, do you think they would have given you a Taylor Swift tattoo?
Oh no, I mean, here in California, it's illegal to even let anybody under 18 go into a tanning booth. And yet they encourage kids actually to undergo these permanent life-changing procedures that will affect the entire course of their development from there on.
No, it's insane. And Chloe, so my guest here in studio is a comedian by the name of Jesse Payton, and he's actually on a bunch of hormone therapy, but that's because he wants to be jacked up. So what do you think about it in his case? He wants to be more masculine, and he's trying to get an edge. Is it okay for him to take hormones?
Just be careful, I guess.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Jesse? Be careful because
I want to know if you have any leftover testosterone.
Yeah, no, stop, Chloe! Do not send him your leftover testosterone. He's been trying to get leftover.
Yeah, there's probably mold in there, but if you want, you can.
No testosterone dealing on this show. That's against terms of service. That's a joke. God, Jesse loves testosterone. I mean, he's been trying to suck it out of some guys. He's like, oh, I know a way to expel some testosterone.
Trying. How do you think I got on this show?
All
right, relax.
This is a children's show.
Eat some liver, some beef liver, and you'll be good.
Okay, Chloe, so let's get into a serious question. How is your health? How would you say your health has been? Because you've had serious life changes, but it seems like you're healthy now. Do you think that you were able to, I guess, come out of this on the other side healthy?
I'm definitely a lot better than I was then. I'm not really sure how things are going to look from here. I just switched healthcare providers from Kaiser, so hopefully I'll get better care than I was before, because when I detransitioned, I was not getting any care whatsoever with going off of hormones, even hormone levels or the complications that I'm having with the surgery. Right now I have to wear bandages over my chest every day.
Still, Chloe, you still have to wear bandages on your chest.
Oh no, I've actually, the healing has actually regressed. There was a period of time when I stopped having to do that, but all of a sudden last year, the healing it went in reverse. And I started having some serious complications with it years afterward. And I still haven't been able to figure out what exactly it is. So I'm going to have to go to the doctor and get some help with it. My surgeon, when I reported to him that I was having these complications, he was just like, oh, no, it's totally fine. He was very laissez-faire about it. And he actually gave me advice. He said, put Vaseline on it. And that gave me a skin infection.
The doctor said that was his advice. Put Vaseline on it for your mastectomy, where you had two gaping wounds on your chest.
Wound.
Wow. You sound like my mechanic uncle who just used WD-40 for everything.
Yeah, I know. That does sound more. I feel like a mechanic would do a better job than that.
That's a doctor's recommendation there.
Okay, so real quick, come here. Hurry, White Darius. Oh, gosh, I hope I didn't give it away. This is White Darius. Sit right here so they can see you. So we're going to do a little trans investigation, Chloe. What is White Darius's birth gender?
I'm not even sure if it's human or not.
Is rodeo clown one of the 39 genders?
Yeah, some human DNA, some alien DNA.
It's probably my closest estimate, actually.
Is this a biological male, or was this a biological female transitioning to a male? You should know. You're an expert. You've transitioned and you've detransitioned, so theoretically you should know.
Definitely a rodeo clown.
Rodeo clown!
You're just jealous because your surgeries didn't.
No, stop! Get out of here! Get out of here! Do not talk about surgery. Sorry about that. He's insane.
He looks like he would do anything for love, but he won't do that.
No, he'll do anything.
Which is a really great Meatloaf reference.
This guy is
Okay, I'm actually. I've been lying this whole time.
I'm
Not
perfect.
Shh, I can't hear you. What,
Also
Chloe? What
a
were you
rodeo
saying? You've been
clown.
lying the whole
That's why I
time.
talk-
You're what? You're an alien? What are you?
I'm a rodeo clown. That's why I know.
Everybody's a clown. I really am a clown. No, it's a sad life, Chloe. You don't want to be a clown like me. Because listen, we're both famous detransitioners. I'm Alexandria Stein. I had to detransition from that, Chloe. I was wearing that tuck-friendly bathing suit at so many damn Targets. Everywhere I go, where's your tuck bathing suit, Alex? Where's your tuck bathing suit? I had to retire it. I was just saying, they're expecting me to be Alexandria all the time. It's hard. My gender fluidity is not something easy, and yet they just say these kids can pick their sex. So when you did get the mastectomy, did it actually affirm your gender at all? Like, did you ever really feel affirmed in your new gender?
Yeah, I mean, when I got the surgery at first, it was like, well, I was mostly just looking forward to being able to be fully healed up and being able to like take my shirt off. And that hasn't happened, obviously, because I stopped transitioning less than a year afterward when I realized that it was causing me more harm than it was doing any good. And I'm still in the process of healing about 3 years later.
Wow, Jesse, what
Didn't really address anything.
What do you think about that? The fact that these doctors are just letting 14-year-olds get this. What is your opinion of that?
Yeah, I remember being 14 and yeah, I was the last kid to go through puberty, and I remember just feeling how awkward and insecure that felt. Now, you've got these younger kids grasping at straws, not knowing what they are, what to do. And yeah, that's not, kids are still believing in Santa Claus. Maybe not at 14, but, to let them pick their gender, that's insane. It's mind-numbing to think that this is even a real conversation. No offense, Chloe, but like it's awful that that's how it happened and you were a child. You were literally a baby.
I know, because if
I
you
didn't
really
know what things like. I didn't know that there were stages to the menstrual cycle, even, or like the full. I couldn't list off all of the organs in the female reproductive system, and yet they're allowing me to make decisions that would affect that. And even then, like, even if I did know, even if I fully understood at the time how my reproductive system works, it's a lot to expect of a kid to know what forever means.
What's crazy is I went a year ago, I was 42 years old, I went to go get a vasectomy. And because I don't have kids, they wouldn't give it. They told me to go home and wait 120 days and come back. And I'm like, I'm 42 years old, I don't need 4 more months. But I couldn't get a vasectomy as a 42-year-old man. And then you were how old were you?
I was 15.
15 years old, and they let you go through a double mastectomy. That's who was your doctor? Dr. Seuss?
Ha!
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself